What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things box. Remember to like, subscribe, and of course hit the bell notification, put it on all so you get notified straight away as soon as new content drops on the channel. So without further ado, let's get into this one. This weekend, this Saturday coming, got what should be some good action between Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. This is the fight that was supposed to take place back in the summertime of this year. Of course, Triller bid for it, $6 million bid. That went to pot, that went belly up. And here we are now. It's going to take place this Saturday on the Zone. Eddie Earns Matchroom Boxing, doing the promotional duties. And for me, this is a fight where it's got a lot of interest, got a lot of intrigue. The two different camps have been having friction back and forth even since it was originally scheduled. Teofimo Lopez Sr., he's a serious guy. He likes to, talk up his son and big up his son. Very proud father, and he's a guy that doesn't take nonsense. So there's been lots of back and forth between the families. As I understand it, I think George Kambosos Jr. put his hands on or grabbed Teofimo Lopez Sr. at some point during the press events there. I think it was their training session, media workout, whatever. And there was a little incident there. There's been lots of arguments between these two camps, and you could say that it's kind of personal between these two guys. Both guys really want to beat each other. Both of the families don't like each other. The trainers don't like each other. It's almost like the respect ain't really there between these two camps. Both of them are, supremely confident, and they really sort of cocksure of themselves. For Lopez, he's I can say of the two of them, Lopez is definitely the one that's kind of proved himself at the top level. Great victory against Richard Comey, and of course his signature win against Vasily Lomachenko, where he done so well in that fight. He almost shut out Vasily Lomachenko. He was able to outbox him throughout that fight for the majority of it, until the sort of latter part where Lomachenko was able to pick up a few rounds and try to catch up. But for the most part in that fight, Teofimo Lopez was just able to sort of shut down Lomachenko, shut down what he was doing, and he was pretty dominant in that one. So of the two of these guys, you've got Kambosos Jr., his best win, his signature win for me was against Lee Selby in a fight where I thought it was very close. I think at the time I had it to Selby. I did. I'm not sure if I scored it round by round, but I remember at the time feeling like, no, I thought Selby done just enough to win. But it was one of those where it was so close that you can't really begrudge Kambosos Jr. the win. He's a guy Kambosos is a guy very confident in himself, got lots of mouth. He is a decent level boxer. But I think for me, Lopez is just that level above. And obviously, not only by the eye test of seeing what he can do, he's proven it. Lopez is a guy who's fought the better competition. Fair enough, both guys are undefeated, but I think overall, if you're looking at the resumes of both guys, looking at both who they've both fought, for me, Lopez is the clear favorite. But at the same time, I think I wouldn't completely write off George Kambosos Jr. Because he's been able to rile up Team Lopez, and if they carry a bit of this emotion into the ring, if Lopez sort of takes his eye off the ball for some reason, then it's possible. I want to say that if Kambosos wins, it would be an upset. I think that is a possibility, but if we're talking about percentages, I think that's a very low possibility. I think the likelihood of an upset in Kambosos' favor, I think you're talking like 80-20, probably, maybe even 90% chance for Teofimo Lopez Jr. and a 10% chance of, something goes terribly wrong he loses his focus, you know, he fights the wrong fight somehow, then yeah, it's possible. Kambosos, he does have a chance. He does have a chance, but again, I just think it's one of those where you've got to look at what both guys have done, look at who they fought. You know, the man that's fought the better competition, the man that's unified all the belts but one, just the WBC, which is held by Devin Haney. I know a lot of people dismiss that. They say, Devin Haney was the email champion, but at the end of the day, Devin Haney's the guy who actually has the actual title, and Vasily Lomachenko was elevated to that franchise status. And it was after he was elevated to that franchise status, that's when Teofimo Lopez beat him. So you can't say he beat him for the real belt, for the actual dub title. So, you know, he's unified champion is Teofimo Lopez. And for me, he's just a bit too good for I just think the skills, the gap in punching power, you know, Kambosos Jr. doesn't really carry, you know, doesn't really punch so hard. He's kind of he's decent. He can probably punches hard enough to get your respect, but again, not really. I think from what I've seen of Lopez got a decent chin, and I just don't think he'll punch hard enough to trouble Teofimo Lopez. For me, I see this as probably a mid to late round stoppage, or I think could be Lopez on points. That's my sort of take on it, what I predict. I think this fight will be probably most likely won in the latter rounds by stoppage by Teofimo Lopez, but I would say also it's possible it might go to points and Lopez wins on points, because I think Kambosos, he's a tough guy, and he's a young guy, he's quite fresh, so he might be able to go the distance with Teofimo Lopez, but for me, I just can't see him winning the fight. So for me, it's going to be probably late round stoppage or points for Teofimo Lopez. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Who do you have winning? Do you have Teofimo Lopez winning, or do you have George Kambosos? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And until next time, this is MKO Pugilism, over and out.